Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be explaining to y'all the animal company lore. Well, I know this is probably gonna be hopefully not too long of a video, and if my voice sounds like weird or something, sorry. I scripted this because there's no way I'll remember everything, so I'm kind of recording this in a closet right now. So yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and please tell me your theories about this lore down below, and if the devs are watching, hi. Okay, so, anyway, we begin with our origin. So, a long time ago, curious humans built a lab to create experiments. We know that there were humans in this world, considering the fact that there was a picture of them where you could buy the ray gun. There was a human skeleton on a rug by where you could buy a ray gun, and the haunted woman, obviously, and also the items like the Coca-Cola cans, Stanley cups, and toilet paper stuff. And so they started by making experiments like red light, green light, or basically just mechanical beings. Red light, green light, and the bombs were their first beings that they made, which they didn't really have much personality. So yeah, they don't have much lore, so we're just gonna skip over those goobs. They also made a rug that could spawn or teleport things, which the rug is the reason why the woman in the Haunted Mansion could teleport, and they're programmed to let us teleport, well, not teleport, but respawn there, because at spawn there is a rug under the ground, and also there's literally a dead body on top of the rug. Like, come on guys, this is just not obvious. That's something to do with teleportation abilities, or just spawning things. They also made other pieces of technology, such as the teleporters, computer, and they also made other technology like the shotgun, like basically almost every technological piece you could think of in the game was probably made by them, because they're not that smart. Alright, so the humans went into the places we call sewers, maze, and Angler's Cave to get resources or things, which explains all the gold bars, rubies, a bunch of other things like that. And after a while, after the mechanical beings, they also made things like, they made their first organism. It was the goop, or the school lunch meat. And so, I'm just gonna call it the school lunch meat because, funny. No, I'll just call it the goop. Okay. The goop was one of their first living organisms that could take damage to people. And they thought this was a huge success, and one step closer to making proper life. And so, they also went into the sewers to work on their experiments and things like that, which explains the giant electrical boxes, all the wires, things like that, teleporters, all that cool stuff. Okay. They also figured out how to relocate the maps with this teleportation ability and their technology. Once they got the materials required, they made test tubes to store in their experiments. After they made the red light, green light, they kept experimenting, and they started... Oh yeah, I already talked about the goop. It was a small organism, but it definitely spread quickly. It then grew to make the eyeball creatures. Yes, so the eyeballs originate from the goop. It's kind of obvious because almost wherever there's an eyeball, there's some goop. Especially in zero gravity. They knew that the goop was a good experiment to make creatures with. Well, yeah, I said that right. And so, after they kept designing new creatures and things like that, they made the anglerfish. That's why Angie was created by these goobs, too. So, this is why we have anglerfish. They experimented on some of the fish life in the ocean, and they figured out that, hey, we could forge this with this and craft this. So yippee-dippity-doo. And so, after they made the anglerfish, they made the chicken. The chicken could reproduce through the eggs, obviously, which is why we have lots of chickens. The next creature they made was the rock monkey. That right there was the closest to human life they have gotten. So they kept it going. They gathered all their research and their experiments to create the mimics. The mimics were the final step to getting fully living life. Now, for the haunted woman. Well, let's just say they needed a bit more than goop and fish guts to make some actual experiments. They needed human parts. Like, okay, well, not like that. Like human bones, human guts, brains, hearts, things like that. So they left a few of the bodies at the haunted mansion, which explains you have the haunted woman. Now, it wasn't just women that died during this. Lots of men and women died to pursue this scientific research, which explains the skeleton in the area down in the on the rug. And so, after they decided they need more goop, they went back to sewers to grab whatever was left of it, or so they thought. Then after that, we were created. After we were created, the humans left before we could see them. They left and went to go hide out to go make more experiments. However, the goop had grown a lot. It grew so much that it became pretty lethal, honestly. And the other experiments that they left in the sewers and other places started to attack them too. Many of the humans lost their lives from the creatures, which explains all the items being in the sewers and other places too. And so, they went into hiding, which I just said that. They can be anywhere in the map, but they likely still control us by adding things by adding things like the monkey statue and the scrap bin to try to get us to learn more while they grow strength in their forces. And since gorillas aren't that smart as humans, we're easily controlled for the idea of a reward. And so the humans exploited this, and we have been giving them back their resources the entire time. Think about it. If you go, where did the stuff in the scrap bin go? It's probably it's a teleporter that takes them to their base. And the only reason why we can't get in there is probably because they blocked it off for experiments. Like us. In the future, we have a few new gorillas. Inside of one area in the desert, the gorillas the gorillas that know, let's just say, a bit too much than they should, hide in the secret room in the desert by the bananas and the flashlight, and where you can buy pogo sticks and umbrellas and things like that. They knew too much about what was happening and what was going on. They live in the secret room. We get knowledge of these gorillas finding out that they are trapped in this matrix and they are being controlled on it, and they're on a permanent loop to grab stuff and turn it in, grab stuff, turn it in endlessly. And so, they're questioning their surroundings, and they are getting smarter. The humans knew that this was bad, and if the resources stopped coming in, they wouldn't be able to grow anymore, so they tried to take them out. These gorillas are known as, or the rebels, as I'm going to call them, they're known as Coda, Jimmy, Jesse, and Sophie. Now, there are a couple other people who are mentioned, like some dude named Jay, and someone who goes by Me. Obviously, Me is probably not their name, but we don't really get to know who Jay was because it's a bit too late. If you look at one of the whiteboards, Jay has gotten taken by which looks like an eyeball spike or a fallen rock. Same thing with Coda. He's gotten killed also, but we do not know where he died. For now, I'm going to call these group the Rebels, which I just said that. Sorry, my script. I haven't looked at a script. I haven't looked at a script in a while, guys, so bear with me here. So, as the rebels are plotting and things like that, but the humans knowing that the rebels are dying is just what they wanted. With all the opposition on their plans gone, that means they could take full control again. Until they are ready, the rebels would hardly leave their safe house, only every now and then to get some food. They also take out a couple of traffic lights to show that they are ready. And that is the whole reason why there's a monster outbreak. The humans are trying to take out all of the rebels. So before their ideas spread, and the fact that we can't give them resources anymore means that they're going to have to come out. And we fight them and stuff like that. And so, while the rebels are plotting, the humans are creating an indestructible creature. We all know about the goop. Since the goop spreaded so much, it created many eyeballs in the maps. And underneath us, it has grown a living and beating heart. The humans have catered to this goop and helped it grow so we can have full control of the world. I thank you all for watching this video. Comment down your theories below if you have any. I'll probably make a part 2 to this. And devs, tell me if I'm right or not on some of this stuff. I think I am right on most of it, hopefully. But if I'm not, please correct me. And so, thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe. And thank you for your time. That was really weird. That sounded like a freaking Temu commercial, bro. Okay, sorry, everybody. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or in the next video I post, whenever.